Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Cleo here. So we're gonna get right into the video. I'm gonna be showing you guys how I install my wig. So the first thing I'm gonna do is take my Eco Styling Gel just to pull my edges back so I don't get them in the way when I apply my lace glue. I'm taking my Ghost Bond glue and just placing that around my hairline. I'm really just making sure that the glue is in one straight line. I have a really straight hairline, so I don't wanna put it in any way that's gonna really grip my edges because I like my edges. So right now I'm taking my blow dryer. I'm just gonna put it on the cold setting and just blow dry my hair for a little bit so the glue can get tacky. You're gonna keep blow drying until the glue is clear. Now I am taking my wig. She's damp, she's wet, she's cute, but she's balding. This is the Nadula hair. This is the curly hair. It is 4 bundles and a frontal. She's very thick. She's a lot to handle. I'm just gonna brush through her real quick. You know, I'm showing y'all the band and I'm just gonna put it on my head and boom, just like that. So I'm taking my clips and pulling the hair back just to get it out of my way so I don't really get any of the loose hairs onto the glue. I'm pulling it forward and I'm just placing it straight onto the glue. I'm gonna use my fingers and just lightly tap it down onto the glue. I don't want to make the glue too tacky so it doesn't show underneath the lace because like I said, she is balding, but I'm going to show y'all how I fixed that. So with that being said, I'm just pulling my sides down and just slowly making my way down as to where I put the glue. I did my hair in sections just to make it a little bit easier for me so I know exactly where I'm placing it and so I don't make any mistakes. So right now what you see me doing is I'm taking my comb, I'm combing the hair back just to make sure the glue doesn't get on the hair through the lace. And I'm also using the back of the comb to really press down the lace onto my head so it sticks and she's stuck. Baby girl, she's not going to be going anywhere. Right now, I am taking my clips and pulling back the little ear tabs. I'm going to repeat the same process. I'm going to take my Ghost Bond and apply that to the side of my head. And I applied 2 layers just because my ear tabs always tend to lift, but throughout my whole head I applied 2 layers regardless. So I'm just dotting that on and spreading it out with my little brush, and I'm just going to continue this process. So we are going right back in with the blow dryer, and I'm just going to use the same setting, cold, and I'm just going to blow dry it until it is tacky. You want to make sure that the glue dries down very well. This is going to help it last longer. And I'm just going to repeat the same steps, pull it down and press with my fingers. Right now I am doing my sideburn piece. I know it looks bad because I'm applying the glue onto my hair, but I have a lot of hair on my sideburns and they tend to lift a lot, so you know, you got to do what you got to do, but it comes off with water, so that's the good part about it. And I also use alcohol to take it off, but here's where it gets different. So I'm taking my Got To Be spray just to hold down that area, and I'm just going to take my blow dryer and place it right there. But what you want to do is also hold the hair down because it will lift. It is a spray, and I'm using my comb. You can see it's getting tacky. We're going to repeat and do the same thing onto the other side. So my wig is completely glued down. I'm just going to take my comb and show you guys a little bit of the parting. This frontal is very thick and I do have a brown wig cap underneath, so I just wanted to show you guys that, except for that little balding piece. Besides that, I'm going in with my scarf. I'm just going to tie my hair down just to make sure it lays really flat. I'm also going to leave the scarf on for about 5 minutes. So I'm back. I'm just going to be taking off my scarf and I'm going straight into my Black Radiance contouring palette. I'm going to be taking the darkest shade just to really melt the lace into my skin. The lace is a little bit transparent and I want it to really blend in and look seamless. So right now I am taking my hot comb. It is set to the highest setting and I'm just going to use that to really pull all the hairs back and make the edges straight. I did cut baby hairs for this hair, so it's a lot easier when the hairs are straight, and it's really just helping it melt all together and look seamless. Alright, so let's get into this balding frontal, cause baby girl, this is ridiculous. But anyways, I'm just combing through the hair really quick. I parted my hair down the middle. We're gonna fix this. I am taking my Morphe palette and I'm using that black eyeshadow and I'm just gonna fill in the missing pieces because clearly she's missing. They're gone. The hairs, where are they? I don't know. But I'm really taking my time to really just blend this into my hairline. I want it to look as natural as possible. So I am going in with an angled brush just to really get that part really straight. I want it to be as straight as possible, or to the best I can get it. But I'm going in with that brush and just creating straight lines, and I'm kind of really flickering it back into the hair so it looks more realistic and natural as to just placing the black on there. Looking really blotchy, that's the last thing I want it to look. I want it to just really look natural and look like the hair was there to begin with. I'm doing the same thing to the other side. Now I am just taking my hairbrush just to really blend the black eyeshadow into the hair so it looks seamless. I'm going in with a little hair tie. I'm going to pull my hair back because we're about to do the edges. Look at me. Look at me. Just dropping everything. But I'm just going to pull my hair back just so I can get ready to do my edges. I'm taking my comb and just lightly pulling the hairs that I cut from the beginning out. And you can see that hot comb really helped me straighten out the front so I can see what I was doing. So right now I'm just really taking my time to pull out my front hairs that I cut in the beginning. I'm also making sure that I pull out my sideburns, and with this process you just kind of want to make sure you only pull out the front hair because you don't want to pull out too much hair and have to cut unnecessary hair that you don't need. I'm just taking my comb to really make sure that I pull back the long hairs because I don't want to cut any more baby hairs than what I actually need. So now we're going in with the Eco Styling Gel, and I'm taking my toothbrush. I'm just taking a little bit of gel on my fingers and I'm just going to just kind of place it on the top of the hair. You don't want to get the gel throughout the whole hair because it's going to start to look really plasticky, and that's not the look we're going for. We're going for nice, you know, laid edges. So what I'm doing is I'm just taking my time to really form the hair. You see I had to kind of go back in and just make sure like everything was looking all right. But after I do that, I'm just gonna go in and start, you know, using my fingers and doing the little swoop motions. This took me a minute. I swear it looks like it didn't take me long, but it really took me a long time. I was just going back and forth, and with me, I'm very like picky with how I like my edges to look. I don't like them to look like too thick, but I don't like them to look like, I don't know how to explain it, but you know how you do your edges, you just like them to look a certain way. So that's why it's taking me so long. But I'm just going to be going back and forth, just really swooping it and making sure that I do it to my liking. It did take me a couple tries before I got it to the way I did, but at the end it was all worth it. So just watch how I do it. just like that. So we're going to repeat the same steps on the other side. You see that I'm just taking my comb and pulling out the front hairs. I did have to cut it a little bit because it was a little bit too long, but I'm going right back in with the Eco Styling Gel and just repeating the same process on the other side. So after laying my edges for about 30 minutes, yes, it took me that long to lay my edges. I swear I can never get them the way I want. I'm just gonna tie my scarf down so it stays flat. I am back. I'm taking my hairbrush and brushing through my hair. I did add a little bit of water just to make it a little bit easier to brush through the ends. I'm taking this curl defining cream. I can't remember the name of it, but I know I got it from Walmart. I'm going to use that to really define my curls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to section my hair off down the middle, and I'm going to lather the cream throughout my hair. I'm also going to take my hairbrush to just really run it through the ends so the curls can really define, and I'm going to repeat the same process throughout the other side. So right now I'm going right back in with that Black Radiance contouring powder, and I'm taking the darkest shade, and I'm just going to use that to really define my part and make sure it shows through. Going right back in with that hot comb. I'm just going to use the hot comb to really bump the top of my head and make sure it's flat. I'm also making sure that the front hairs melt into the rest of the hair on my frontal. I'm taking the back end of the hot comb just to really bump the top of my head because I like the look that it gives me. So this is the finished look. She came out really cute, you know, really nice, really full, edges is laid. And look, the frontal balding where? Missing what? Missing hair where? I don't see it. Do you? Let me know in the comments if you see it. You better not, because I know you don't. But anyways, these are the edges. I'm just showing you guys, you know, a little side preview, just showing y'all what I'm working with. It came out really nice. I'm really proud of myself. I've never really, you know, I'm not a professional at this. This is really my first time doing this. So for me to really slay this shit like this, look, take me seriously. Talk to me nice, okay? But this is the end of the video. Like I always say, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Mwah!